wanting to speak about busyness. In the current climate with COVID-19, many of us find ourselves on one side of an extreme. Perhaps you've lost your work, or perhaps you've been able to hang on to your job, but you're just kind of spinning wheels because a lot of your regular day-to-day work has been impacted by the restrictions that COVID has brought about. Or maybe you're on the other side where your particular role, your responsibilities have only increased and your workload feels like it's skyrocketed at the moment. Well, I'm wanting to share 3 things about busyness. Firstly, the tyranny of the urgent. This is speaking personally. In the last few weeks, I've seen myself get into this state where I'm just driven from one urgent thing to the next. I work in a role where I'm 3 days a week as a graphic designer, and the volume of communications that I've needed to produce has gone up to deal with COVID. And I've just found that I get in this maybe heightened, tense state. I come home from work and I'm not engaged with family because all that's pressing in on me is everything that is urgent. So my mind's going to life admin things that are unresolved, things that I need to do. And I've just fixated on this kind of vicious cycle of the tyranny of the urgent, going from one urgent thing to the next and unable to see what's important. Secondly, I think it's really important that we ask, why are we busy? There's unavoidable pressures, and then there are our own hearts which go astray. And often our busyness is a combination of the two. There are circumstances pressing in on us that make our workload go up, but also we can have restless hearts beneath, hearts that are grasping for all sorts of opportunities before us. And we try and fill in what was never made to fill into an ordinary week. And as you're asking that question, why am I busy? What's going on there? I think it's really important to ask for some external feedback. Ask those who know you well, who love you, who see the way you live. Ask them for some input there to try and get to the bottom of why you're busy. Now, thirdly, I want to say, aim for a weaned heart. David talks about his heart being weaned before God. And the picture is of a restless, fussing baby, just desperate for milk. And David speaks of having a calm soul, one that's kind of been weaned off. He knows what it was like to be restless, but his desires have been pared back and he's learnt to be content with God. When God becomes our hope and the one who we're looking to for all that we need, we can have these hearts that are calm and peaceful, like a weaned child, no longer restless and fussy. These are just a few thoughts, but if you'd like to pursue this more, I've developed a resource on busyness with a number of steps that can walk you through how to move forward in a constructive direction and how God forms a critical part of the picture.